On This Week Around the Community, the construction project on 32 Mile Road is just about complete, and the Washington firefighters are weeks away from moving into their new facility. The Mobile Mart donates hundreds of dollars to Indian Hills, and the fun run was a huge success, and wait till we tell you how much money they raised. And finally, you will not believe the second largest pumpkin in the United States was grown right here in our own backyard. We'll have these and more stories on Around the Community. The Macomb County Road Commission has put up orange barrels on 32 Mile Road to repair a problem near Stony Creek Orchard. There will be no through traffic starting November 1st through the 12th of November from DeQuinta to Fisher. And as you can see, the detour was an easily reroute for you. So if you're headed to Oxford and Rochester in the next few weeks, it's going to be a lot smoother drive because this construction is just about over. Well, the Washington Township firefighters will soon be moving to a new location on 27 Mile Road. The landscaping is in place and construction is rapidly coming to a close. Chief Paterick says they should be moving in their new building around Thanksgiving, if everything passes inspection. An open house will be held early in December. In the beginning of October, Keyser Library reopened its doors after the construction of the porch, ramp, and stairs. Here is the director, Mary Elizabeth Harper, with more on the updates on what's going on inside the library.
While the concrete of the new porch and steps and ramp was curing, we took the opportunity to do some things inside. We have made changes in the building's layout. We've added things, we've removed things, entirely in response to what we know the library users want or don't want. We will continue making those changes as people come in and use things. We will add more of them. If they don't use them, we will take those things away and we will bring in other things that people want. One of the changes that we're making is behind me. We are going to be moving the Friends bookstore upstairs so that people will be able to purchase used books all the hours that the library is open. The Friends raise money specifically to support the library, and this arrangement we think is going to benefit both the library and the Friends of the library. We have added more public computers. We will have a total of 8 computers available in the building for people to use by reservation. We're adding more movies and more playaways, more audio books. Again, we're adding more of the things that people have told us they want. And we've set aside some quiet space behind me on the other side for people who bring in their own computers and want to work. The building has wireless access, so people can come in and work without being disturbed. We have moved the local history into what was the office. We have a table in there for researchers. We've got the Romeo Observers and the bulk of our collection of local and Michigan history in there. And we will be open Saturdays from 9 to 1, Monday through Thursday from 11 to 7, hoping that people who want to come in after work will indeed be able to do that. And we look forward to seeing everyone here.
For years, the Washington Mobile Mart has collected money every Tuesday from gasoline sales. Then once a year, they take the money that was raised over to Indian Hills School and donate it. Here is Mr. Smith, the principal of Indian Hills, with more.
I would like to introduce Mrs. Denise Zora. She is a parent at Indian Hills. She has 3 children. She has a kindergartner, Giuseppe, in Mrs. Peters' class, and she has a 3rd grader, Giovanni, and a 4th grader, George. So Mrs. Zora is a longtime supporter of Indian Hills, but her mom and dad own the Romeo Mobile Mart right around the corner from our school, and they've supported us for years and years and years. And Mrs. Zora would like to make a little gift to Indian Hills. So I'm going to turn it over to her, give her your undivided attention.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Good morning, kids. Good morning. Thank you. I just wanted to give a nice check to Mr. Smith from Mobile. My parents couldn't be here. They're at work today, so they have the mobile station, and every Tuesday when your parents or grandparents or go and get gas there, they donate some money to the school here at Indian Hills. So I'd like to present it to Mr. Smith. There you go, and thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, and I hope that helps this year. Okay.
Whoa, boys and girls, we like money, right?
Yes, yes.
Give her a nice round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Mr.
Well, as always, I would just like to say to Mrs. Zora and her parents, the Sokanas, Mr. and Mrs. Sokana, that Indian Hills greatly appreciates your support over all the years and everything that you do for Indian Hills Elementary. Okay, thank you very much. Oh, and Mrs. Sokana just walked in the door, so this is a great moment. Boys and girls, give her a nice round of applause. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Boys and girls, this is Mrs. Sokana. She owns the Romeo Mobile Mart right around the corner, like I just said, and she's been supporting Indian Hills for longer than I've been here. And 12 years now she's been supporting our school. And she donates money to our school for gasoline that your parents and brothers and sisters purchase on Tuesdays. And then she gives us gifts of cash every year just out of her generosity. So we greatly appreciate it. And once again, respectfully, boys and girls, give her a nice round of applause.
The annual fun run was held at all 5 elementary schools, and they had an unbelievable turnout. The students came out in force on the most beautiful of days. They walked hundreds of miles, and unofficially, let's take a look at the totals. Indian Hills raised $30,400. Hevel then checked in with $13,000. Hamilton, Parson, and Washington both chalked up $12,500 each, and Amanda Moore came in with a little over $12,000. So it looks like the students, sponsors, and parents will have raised $80,000 for smart boards and technology at each of the elementary schools. Way to go. Downtown Romeo welcomed a new business to the area. The Urban Merchant opens its doors. The Romeo Washington Chamber of Commerce was there, and they helped put on a Halloween party and ribbon-cutting ceremony.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Urban Merchant's grand opening and Halloween party. On behalf of the Greater Romeo Washington Chamber of Commerce, I would like to thank Joe and Kevin for, may the confidence you have shown in the future of the Romeo Washington Chamber of Commerce be rewarded with many years of success. We'd like to present you with your first dollar of profit, and thank you for opening the Romeo. The ribbon cutting.
All right.
Okay.
I'd like to first of all thank the Chamber of Commerce. I'd like to thank all of our guests here tonight. Kevin and I are very excited to be in Romeo. We've been shopping down in Romeo for years. This is our kind of merchandise that we both like and enjoy. We wanted to share it with the folks in Romeo and the surrounding areas. We hope that the community welcomes us as much as they can, and we have been very appreciative of the support we've had since we've been open. Thank you.
Great pumpkins are always displayed at Van Hoody's Farm Market. Well, back in September, one local Washington resident tied the world's record for the largest pumpkin for 1 month. Ken Sweet's pumpkin weighed in at 1,725 pounds and was eventually beaten by Chris Stevens of Wisconsin, whose pumpkin weighed, you won't believe it, 1,811 pounds. Ken Sweet's pumpkin was being displayed at the Van Hoody Farm Market off 32 Mile Road in Romeo Plank before it was shipped off to New York City. The 3 regional winners were showcased at the New York Botanical Garden. The National Weigh-Off competition was held in collaboration with the Great Pumpkin Commonwealth, which in the pumpkin world recognizes standards of weight and measurement and fairness of the competition. That's according to their statement. Once the pumpkins are done being displayed, the seeds are sent back to their owners. One seed from these giant pumpkins can sell for as much as $300 to $500. So congratulations to Ken Sweet for such an amazing feat, and we can't wait to see who grows the biggest pumpkin next year. Well, with the weather getting colder by the minute, we thought it would be great to take a look back at one of the few nice days we had in recent weeks. That was when they held the Harvest Days, which brought out the crowds and a great time was had by all. So as we say goodbye, we leave you with the sights and sounds of this beautiful day. Well, that's the stories for this week. Now, if you know anything that's happening in your neighborhood, where you work, anywhere around town, Bruce, Romeo, Washington, just give us a call and we'll go out and cover those stories for you. There's a lot of them out there, but we need help finding them. So for Around the Community, I'm Richard Corey, and thanks a lot for tuning in.